I didn't really want to have to follow that up, but thank you, Kristen, for that. First of all, I want to welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for making the trip to come down here to Savannah. When Clint asked me to be the best man, he was about to drop me off. I was going to deliver a boat sailing down to right before Antigua. So I had a lot of time sitting on the boat to just think about what I was going to say on the speech, and I'm not going to lie, I started kind of then because I was kind of nervous about the whole thing. So I'm a photographer, and I got my start, like a lot of photographers, in the wedding industry, shooting some, and I thought about kind of recycling some of the speeches that I'd heard over the years. So, for instance, Rae, hold your left hand out with your palm facing up. Clint, trace the lines from her palm up to the ring you put on your wife's finger today. Now take your left hand and interlace your fingers with hers. And appreciate this moment, because this is the last time you'll ever have the upper hand. Don't laugh at that. I've heard that 6 times. Groomsmen Googling that on the way to the reception. I also thought Clint would appreciate some sailing analogies, and I was going to maybe throw some of that in there, like Rae's heart is the ultimate vessel from which his Clint's love sailed out into oceans of hopes and dreams. Or congratulations, you can now unzipper your skipper. But Rae, I knew you really understood our family when you introduced us to a game where we throw burritos at each other to win. But more importantly, I knew that you started to really understand my brother and one of my heroes, role models, and my best friend, Clint. We've always, as a family, always been very critical of all the girls that Clint has ever dated because we could never imagine like anybody that could be as special as Clint, but here she is. Rae, you get to see a side of Clint that we really don't get to see because you've brought out a side of Clint that we've never seen before. So thank you so much for that. For better or worse. I thought a little bit about vows and what you guys would say and how you would say those things, and I do think that vows, when you meet somebody and how you act, what you say, what you do, that's really whom you're really vowing to be for that person over time. And I think the concentrate from that fruit should really be the sweetest thing that you two have ever tasted. And Clint, I think you're gonna need more insulin. So the car that Clint and Rae drove off today, me and my dad brought it down from their farm. And when driving down, my dad was kind of being a little nostalgic and talking about their courtship. And he was telling me about when they met and he proposed. And I can imagine something kind of similar to what Clint said. He told my mother 2 things. I'll always love you, and it'll never be boring. And I can imagine Clint said, I'll always love you, and I'll always be late. But I'll be late with you. And what best man speech would be complete without unsolicited advice of the only unmarried groomsman? To seek to understand each other. Not always agree, but understand. And stay true to yourself, because that's who you fell in love with in the first place. And so if everybody would raise their glass for one more cliche. They say these things, I'm not losing a brother, but I'm gaining a sister. Rae, you're getting a buy one, get 9 siblings free deal tonight. Welcome to the family.